In the world of entertainment, major players like Disney, Netflix, and Universal have been keeping their AI strategies under wraps. But now, a significant development is emerging. A major collaboration between Google and Universal. This isn't just any run-of-the-mill story. It's a monumental revelation with the potential to reshape the world of entertainment and creativity. What's brewing is truly intriguing. The concept of using computers to create songs that mimic the voices of renowned singers. Indeed, Google and Universal are delving into uncharted territory. They're exploring the idea of employing artists' voices in musical compositions to generate songs using AI. Imagine songs crafted by machines that echo the authenticity of actual artists. Moreover, they're contemplating the creation of a tool that would empower fans to concoct their own AI-driven tunes, with the added bonus of compensating the original artists. Notably, artists have the autonomy to decide whether to partake in this endeavor. However, before we leap too far ahead, it's crucial to acknowledge that this endeavor is in its infancy. It's not an immediate endeavor, the discussions are nascent, and there's no imminent plan for its public unveiling. This cautious approach is grounded in the fact that AI has already been used to produce music that mimics renowned singers. TikTok, a platform brimming with such AI-crafted tracks, often manages to deceive listeners into believing they're genuine. However, the artists who inspired these imitations aren't always on board with the idea. A case in point, a song that garnered tremendous popularity on TikTok. This track featured AI-generated vocals that strikingly resemble the voices of Drake and The Weeknd. The initial video snagged a staggering 15 million views. Moreover, it migrated to music platforms like Spotify, amassing a staggering 600,000 plays. Yet, Universal Music Group intervened, pulling the track from Spotify due to the unauthorized use of AI. This instance underscores the complexities that arise when AI imitates artists' voices. Even Drake, who's no stranger to AI replication of his voice, articulated his exasperation, labeling an AI-generated song as, quote, the last straw, end quote, for him. The seismic impact of AI on the music landscape is indisputable. Big music companies like Universal Music Group are deep in thought. They're feeling concerned because AI has the ability to duplicate artists' voices and create songs that appear genuine. They're working hard to prevent this from occurring without proper permission. Universal Music Group has taken a significant step by sending important letters to major music platforms. These letters request a vigilant watch and urge these platforms to put a halt to AI-generated music that employs artists' voices without obtaining the necessary permissions. According to them, this action is imperative to safeguard the artist's rights. A senior legal representative from Universal even stated, quote, an artist's voice holds immense importance for their craft and identity. Taking it without permission is morally wrong. The company also emphasized that using artists' music to train AI raises a fundamental question about the future direction of the music industry. However, as is often the case with popular trends, putting a stop to them is no easy feat. Presently, there are no set rules governing what AI can or cannot replicate. Consequently, major music labels find themselves grappling with the challenge posed by AI created by regular individuals. Yet, the tide is turning. Operating in secrecy, Universal Music Group and Warner Music have formed a clandestine alliance with Google. Their scheme involves granting Google the privilege to employ the voices and music of artists in crafting AI-generated music. In exchange, Google will compensate these music labels, and they, in turn, will employ the voices of renowned artists to educate their AI. Artists have the option to agree to this arrangement if they so desire. This arrangement signifies a monumental leap that has the potential to reshape the creation and distribution of music. With AI gradually acquiring the ability to mimic celebrated singers, the music industry is compelled to ponder ethical and equitable considerations. Music labels are grappling with concerns about their rights, seeking to ensure that creators receive their due protection. The head of Warner Music Group, Robert Kinsel, passionately argues that artists should have a say in the realm of AI-generated music. He emphasizes the profound significance of granting artists the authority to decide. Moreover, he asserts that safeguarding artists' voices parallels safeguarding their essence and identity. On the legal front, Rosie Burbidge, an expert in intellectual property matters, sheds light on potential scenarios. She explains that if AI-generated music borrows from someone else's work and exhibits similarities, it might potentially breach copyright regulations. In such cases, individuals would have the authority to prevent its usage. Thus, there exists the possibility of curbing the propagation of such AI-generated music if it veers away from ethical and legal considerations. Let's rewind to the beginning of 2023, when Google found itself grappling with significant challenges. Then Microsoft entered the scene as a major contender, surging forward in the race to dominate AI excellence. This twist of events caught everyone off guard and presented Google with formidable obstacles. In the span of just one day, due to Microsoft's introduction of an impressive AI innovation called ChatGPT, Google incurred a staggering financial loss, nearly $100 billion. Imagine the enormity of such a profound loss within the span of one single day. Overnight, Microsoft seized the limelight, displacing Google from its once prominent position. However, the narrative doesn't end there. Microsoft heightened the intrigue by integrating ChatGPT into its search engine, Bing. This strategic maneuver significantly bolstered Bing's capabilities, surpassing those of Google. Imagine Google as a colossal fortress constructed on ad revenue and user data. Now, imagine Bing entering the scene and gradually siphoning away a portion of that financial stronghold. Should Bing succeed in doing so, it could spell grave consequences for Google. Yet, rest assured, Google did not remain idle. They started a tough journey to become the best again and beat Microsoft in the AI competition. Moreover, there's something fascinating in the story. ChatGPT isn't the only innovation in the world of AI. Another innovation is AI-generated music, like a new unexplored frontier beckoning businesses to explore. This music has the potential to earn Google a significant amount of money, possibly even billions or trillions. However, as with any nascent concept, AI-generated music comes with its own set of challenges. Individuals who create their own music made a significant discovery. Prominent music conglomerates like Universal express apprehension about AI music. Their concern revolves around the potential erosion of the unique voices and identities of their celebrated artists. This dynamic mirrors a conflict of the very essence of music. However, Universal and Google have devised a strategy. Universal will contribute essential assets such as data and copyrights, all the while leveraging its influence to establish agreements with artists. They might even resort to coercive measures that could impact their careers. On the other side of the coin, Google will employ its AI expertise to construct a unique platform. Collectively, they are crafting an alliance aimed at surpassing rival entities, Microsoft included. Now, you might be wondering why all of this matters if you're not deeply engaged in the fields of music and technology. Well, let me explain. Imagine your beloved actors and singers giving up on their true identities in pursuit of financial gain, consequently sifting their creative expressions. Though this might seem far off, such a shift could have far-reaching consequences that extend beyond the realm of celebrities. Think of creativity as a language that connects us all universally. It fosters connections and enables us to uncover aspects of ourselves. Now, picture machines using AI to mimic that distinctive language of creativity. If machines start to control this realm, what happens to the authentic magic that brings us together? We're on the verge of a future where AI's advanced abilities are poised to surpass various human processes. Once AI masters the creative process, it can produce music and films rapidly. This quick production could potentially harm the creative industry as we know it, impacting the motivation, driving innovation. The scarcity of human creativity is profoundly important. Human creativity is vital for effective communication, shaping our human experience. Imagine a world without authentic human culture, where everything you encounter, from movies and books to ads and memes, is created by machines mimicking our human feelings. It's like perfect content without emotional depth, a result of uncaring machines. In this situation, even though the content might seem perfect, its very flawlessness makes it oddly imperfect. The unique quirks that bring laughter, tears, or curiosity bind us together, forming links in our shared human experience. However, if AI takes control of our culture, the sense of wonder lessens, imagination recedes, and hope dims. The veil covering the creator's intentions disappears, leaving nothing to explore. Every viewpoint becomes flat, each creation follows a standard pattern, and creators become anonymous. This world lacks the subtlety of unspoken thoughts, distancing us from others and even from ourselves. As a result, the world becomes colder, dimmer, and more isolated. The situation highlights another significant issue. A small group of people could dominate every aspect of human culture. This control wouldn't be short-lived. It would extend over centuries. Instead of experiencing a renaissance marked by diverse creativity, we might encounter an AI-driven renaissance. During this period, the domains of wonder, imagination, and beauty could be dictated by a handful of individuals entrenched in Silicon Valley offices. If you enjoyed this video, kindly give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel for more AI-related content. Stay tuned for more exciting AI videos that will be arriving soon. Thanks so much for watching.